Hey everybody, this is Rizwan from Increaser.org, and today I want to talk about what I've done in the last sprint, where is the current state of the app, and what I'm going to do next. Increaser always had an interface to start a break once you finished your session, but the problem is that interface was obscure and not notable on the page. So even I never use this feature, so I decided to change it. I updated the design of this interface and made it so the app starts the break automatically once you finish the set, so you don't need to press any buttons. This should improve the conversion rate from one set to two sets. So the problem is that half of people leave after they tried the app and did a single set. So I already created analytics on amplitude, and in the following sprint it would be interesting to see how these changes affect the conversion. That's the only feature I worked on in the last sprint. Now let's go to the analytics and see the current state of the app. The number of new visitors continued to go down. The sign-up conversion improved a little bit. A few people start a set after they finish sign-up. It could be anomaly. If the number stays the same in the following sprint, I'll definitely investigate it. The membership analytics is super discouraging, especially considering how many good changes were done in the last period, and the number of membership goes down, so that's really sad. But there's nothing I could do directly to change this metric, so the only way is to continue improving the product. 4 tasks for the next sprint. The first and most important one is to review the current design system and tighten it up, so that it's easier to develop new features and make changes in the app, but also the design of the app will be more consistent. The second one is kind of a continuation of the first one. It is to update buttons. It sounds like a silly task, but right now the UI is inconsistent because there's a lot of different buttons, and actually they're not that easy to use throughout the app. And there's also a big problem in internalization because buttons are of a fixed width, and if, for example, some person use Google Translate on the page, they won't see the whole text because it will be trimmed. So another part of this task is to cover these cases and make buttons internalization friendly. Statistics is a very important part of the app, and to make users understand it, I want them to go there more often and observe their patterns and understand how they work. So to increase the number of visits of this page, I will show a red dot above the statistics tab, so that when you finished your set, it will reappear, and it will mean that there's new changes on the statistics page, and go check them out. The final task is a small step toward a huge epic. I always thought it would be cool to share statistic from one user to another and stay accountable. It is very experimental and it is hard to implement. So I want to start with a small step by making my statistic public to everyone. Now there is a demo tab on the statistics page so that people could understand how their reports will look like. Yet I think it would be good to also have an example of a real person using the app and how it should look. We'll see how it will go, and this feature will allow me to understand the scope of the bigger epic. That's all for today's video. See you the next time and stay productive.